Hey, and welcome back to Parking Lot Chats with Corin
and Bo.
So how was Disney Springs? Did you get to see the drones?
I mean, Disney Springs was fun.
Was it?
But I didn't see the drones.
What happened?
Well, it was raining. The weather was shit. And they came across, like, the loudspeakers and said that it was canceled, drone show. So I didn't hear it. My friends heard it. Like, I was inside the T-Rex Cafe.
Nice.
And when I came out, my friends were like, they just announced that it was canceled. And I'm like, what the heck? So I was like, both? And they're like, pretty sure they said both. So we just kind of, like, kept on going for the night, you know? Like, they're canceled. So we were, like, in the shops, and we came out, and it was fucking going on, the later one. The 10:45 one was going on. So it was, like, 10:49, I think. Like, I remember looking at my watch, like, oh, shit, it's going on. But where we came out, we were, like, kind of, like, on the side view of it. So, like, we couldn't really see it. So I was trying to go around to, like, where the front was, and it was over. So it had to have been, like, 5 minutes.
That's so disappointing. I really thought it would be longer.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, I thought, oh, shit, we're missing it. It's only 10:49, though. Let's go find it. And it was over.
And, like, some of the fireworks were, like, half an hour long, you know?
Right.
Like, sometimes it feels like it's too long. You'd think that would have been fucking quicker.
Right.
Or longer. Right? Right.
I don't know. I just never heard, like, they said it was canceled, so I thought it was canceled. And it didn't help that I thought I was fucking 21 and could drink heavily, and I couldn't.
And it turned out you were wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember my sister turned 30, and then she called me the next day, and she was like, I'm too hungover. What happened? It's like, bitch, you're 30.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Yeah. I think I was hungover. I think I'm still hungover from Saturday.
And it's Monday.
Yeah,
that's fair, though. 2-day hangover. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, if you were drinking and you were up and about, so you're probably out in the sun, and that'll get you. That's what we've told people.
Yeah.
We've told people that.
The Florida sun drinking.
Right, yeah. You can't just be drinking in the sun like that,
It was terrible.
We've
but I mean,
I
had fun. But I went up there literally to see the drone show, and I didn't see it. So now I guess I have to go back and not drink this time and pay attention to what's going on.
Yeah. It's a good idea. How's the T-Rex Cafe?
Oh, that was fun, but we got kicked out of it.
Kicked out of the T-Rex Cafe.
I thought it was a family joint. It wasn't even that bad. I don't know what happened. My friend got kicked out of it, to be quite honest. And then I went in and tried to get a drink. I wasn't with her when she got kicked out. But they knew I was with her. Apparently, they thought I was trying to get her and me a drink, but I wasn't.
I said, no, T-Rex Cafe is not fucking playing your games.
Yeah, they said, it's a family establishment. And I said, I'm just trying to get a drink and leave. I ain't even trying to hang out in here.
You didn't want a lava cake? They do a whole erupting fucking lava cake.
No, I did not want their expensive bar food.
Oh, it's good stuff. Well, you can't have any anyway because you're not fucking allowed.
I know. That was not my best moment.
Kicked out of the T-Rex Cafe.
And I'm feeling it today, and we'll
it.
Never do that again.
Lesson
learned.
Okay.
No, that was terrible.
Yeah. I don't know. I
always tell people that's why I don't like to drink. Everyone's like, oh, you don't really... Because I honestly don't really drink. Like, I limit myself. When we go out, I get, like, I'm 2 drink, like, max. Like, I don't like feeling like shit the next day.
No, it's not fun.
Hate it.
It's not fun.
And that Saturday proved my point tenfold.
Are you going to be down for 2 days?
No, it's fucking stupid. I just lost yesterday.
Yeah.
Slept it away.
I used to partake heavily, and I don't anymore. And, like, that's part of it, too. Like, you just don't want to, like, feel like you're... And then when you drink all the time, and then you wake up, and then, like, you feel terrible, and then it's, like, hair of the dog, and now I'm drinking again.
Yeah, that's what everyone kept trying to get me to do. Fucking mimosa Saturday morning. I'm like, you guys, that makes me want to... Like, the thought of that makes me want to throw up. I don't know. I could not do that.
That's how professional drinkers do it, right? And then it turns into a cycle, and it's like, now I'm either, like, always drunk or sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not fun. It's not a good time.
No.
And now you can't even hang out in the T-Rex Cafe.
And I missed the fucking drone show.
And you missed the drone show.
I got some good outfits, though. I did a lot of shopping.
Did you? Where'd you go? They have a lot of fun stores up there.
Free People, Zara.
Nice.
Francesca's.
Shopping Disney Springs.
Yeah.
I should have sent you... No, I don't want to get myself in trouble. But I don't know, like... I don't think Disney's listening, but I don't know, could I have sent you, like, my code for my annual pass? You could have my fucking discount in all them stores. Like, I can get a discount at Disney Springs with the annual pass.
Oh.
Even think about it.
Yeah.
Because last time we were doing, like, I don't know, we had, like, my cousins there. Me and my cousin that have it were there with my other cousin that doesn't. and she wanted to buy there's a Levi's store,
Yeah.
and she wanted Levi's, and we were like, look, that's expensive. Like, make sure that one of us is with you so that you can scan the discount. But then we ended up meeting up with her family friend who's an employee. She's a cast member, so she had a fucking discount. So.
Oh, yeah. They get discounts in all those stores, too?
Yeah,
That's
everybody
cool.
Yeah, everybody does. And I get discounts at certain places. You get discounts, too, for the Disney Visa. And, like, depending on what you're doing, because you can't combine. So, like, the Disney Visa gives you a pretty good discount if you spend, like, $70 or more. Which, honestly, you're going to.
Right.
So, like, that's better than the passport or discount. But I think you have to, like, use the fucking card for that. So, I didn't send you my card. But I probably could have sent you just, like, my... You know what I mean? I just have it, like, in my wallet, like my fucking barcode.
Right.
I didn't even think about it.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah,
I mean, it was a good time, but I don't have a drone show report back, except that it's short as fuck. It's 5 minutes long. Don't fucking be in a store when it starts. You'll miss it.
And that's really disappointing because I just saw that the Disneyland Paris...
Right? The second one is 10:45. Maybe I'm wrong about what time the second one starts.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know anything about that. But Disneyland, I have no idea. But Disneyland Paris made history on their Bastille Day, which I think is like their... I honestly don't know, but I should know. I feel like I do know what that is, but I don't remember. It's got to be like their Independence
Day, 5 minutes
right?
just seems stupid. Maybe I was wrong about what time it started.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me, but I don't know how long drone shows last. But they set Disneyland Paris set the Guinness World Record title for orchestrating the largest aerial display of a fictional character formed by multi-rotors drones. 1,571 drones illuminated the night sky, creating a breathtaking giant tricolor Mickey Mouse head over Sleeping Beauty Castle.
That's cool.
Yeah, so Disneyland Paris is still killing it with the drone show.
One at 9 p.m. and one at 10:45.
How long does it last?
5 minutes. I don't know. It doesn't say.
Yeah, but maybe we're wrong all the time. How long does Disney Springs drone show last? 10 minutes. Nearly 10 minutes. So, yeah, no, you were right.
That's not very short.
10 minutes is not long. That's and it's a nearly 10 minutes. So, you're right.
Yeah.
Probably between 5 and 10 minutes. Probably like 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm going to give you 5 for that. That counts. That counts as 5 minutes.
Yeah.
No, that's kind of bullshit, honestly. I'm a little disappointed, Disney. I thought we were fucking friends. I'm over here telling people how cool your drone show is, and it's fucking 5 minutes long.
I thought it would be, yeah.
Fucking Mickey Mouse and his bullshit. I'm kidding.
I love you, Mickey.
We're still friends, right?
Yeah. You don't care. You're still going.
I am still going. I'm going to go this week.
Are you going to go see the drone show?
No. I always act like I'm going to go to Disney Springs, and I'll, like, use Fetch, and I'll get, like, Landry's gift cards, and I'm like, I'm going to the T-Rex Cafe. And I only ever go to Disney Springs if, like, I stay. Like, a couple times a year we'll go with my aunt where we'll, like, go on a Friday and we'll stay the night, and then we have the Pixie Pass, so we can't go to the parks on Saturday. So we'll, like, go to Disney Springs. And, like, that's the only time. Or if, like, someone needs a ride from the airport, like, early enough in the day. So, like, if I pick my cousin up at, like, noon, maybe we'll go for lunch. Or if, like, she has to go back, we'll drop her off because she doesn't have a pass. But, like, I do like for people to schedule their flights around so I can actually get some park time in.
Right.
Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't.
It was nice, the hotel. We stayed right there. So we just walked over to Disney Springs.
I really love how that works out.
Yeah.
Like, all the transportation. And you said that you were at, like, a partner hotel. How was that? I'm curious. Because I've been wanting to do one, but I haven't yet. But it was still, like, just as nice, and it was still, like, walking distance, and I saw I took down your thing to, like, a Disney Springs parking pass and all that.
Yeah, that was for the hotel.
Oh, for the hotel, right.
But, I mean, I don't know, it was clean, it was nice, it was a Holiday Inn, it wasn't, like, anything special, but...
And, like, fun games and stuff at the pool. I know, like, whenever we stay, like, the Hotel by SeaWorld, there's, like, giant checkerboard.
Yeah, there was giant checkerboard, there was hopscotch, there was a little ping pong table, there was, I always call it bags, but that's not... like what it's actually called. Cornhole.
That's a better name, bags. Honestly, bags makes more sense. What the fuck's a cornhole?
I know.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know.
I like that. I'm gonna call it bags.
So, we played that by the pool, but they didn't have like entertainment other than that. You know, when you checked in, you got to drink complimentary drinks from the bar, which started my fucking day, and then they had like water in them that was free and.
That's
like
nice.
it was checked in, and then there was transportation to Disney. Obviously, we didn't use it. I don't know. Everyone was nice.
Was there entertainment at the pool and you just missed it? Because I feel like whenever I've stayed at, like, not Disney, but, like, even, like, around SeaWorld, there's, like, a pool DJ or, like, a hula hoop contest.
I don't know, because we were there all day.
You were there all day?
Like, we got there at, we got there kind of early, like noon, 12:30.
Yeah, that shit normally goes on between, like, 2 and 4.
Yeah, and then we didn't leave until, like, 5:30 at the pool. Like, we literally sat at the pool all day.
So. I just wonder if they do, like, a lot of, like, the Disney resorts do, like, Disney trivia, so I don't know if, like, the partner hotel would do that, like, in the pool. But it's always so weird, because now why do I got a paper and a golf pencil in the fucking pool? You know what I mean?
Right.
And, like, they give it to you, and it's like, I'm in the pool.
Right. No, I mean, they didn't mess with us. There was, like, signs everywhere that said, like, no food and beverage, and we had all that in there.
Yeah, they probably just put that stuff up for, like, themselves. Like, if you hurt yourself with your food and beverage, they can be like, we fucking told you.
Right.
Well, that's cool. We've been wanting to stay at that Drury.
Yeah, that would look nice.
Yeah, but it's always booked up.
Right.
It's always booked up. And, like, apparently it's, like, really good prices, and they have, like, little dinner and, like, lunch and, like, snack options that are free.
Oh, yeah, kids eat free, too.
Yeah. Oh, at the Holiday Inn?
Yeah.
Nice. They got french fries?
Probably.
Sweet.
Yeah, there was free kids meals with an adult beverage.
Yeah, well, that's fine.
Or adult
meal. Yeah, well, adults gotta eat, too.
Right.
So that's fine. I'm interested. We do, like, Disney sometimes because of the, like, we get discounts, and I bet I get a fucking discount there, too.
Right.
So I'm interested.
That was convenient.
I like that. I like being able to walk. I like, going somewhere and then not driving.
Yeah, like, just park and never have to use your car again.
Yeah. Like, when we do SeaWorld, we do, like, the hotel, it's, like, directly across the street from the fucking parking lot.
Yeah.
Once I did when I was a couple blocks away, but when it was just me and Ferris, and I had a wagon, because Eric's not going to walk that. But the one that's, like, directly across the street, that's his jam.
Yeah, it's just easier. Even when I go to, like, concerts and stuff, I try to find a hotel that's, like, in walking distance, because dealing with Uber or anything like that is insane.
Remember that time?
When we had to hitchhike with people.
When we hitchiked with them girls to that Justin Timberlake
but
concert?
I don't understand why you didn't take a... I thought
we ordered a taxi, and it never
why
came.
didn't we take our own car? We didn't want to drive.
We were going to drink.
Yeah.
We were drinking. I think we were even, like, pre-game drinking.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we were planning on not, like, we were drinking. We weren't going to be driving. And we ordered a taxi, but because of the traffic...
never came.
And I think, like, we tried to call them, too, and they were like, look, the traffic's really bad. And we were like, well, fuck it. There was, like, some girls in a minivan or something.
Yeah. We
and
jumped in with them.
It's just girls. It's fine. So,
Yeah.
you know, if you're going to hitchhike, make sure it's just girls.
We're like, are you going to Justin Timberlake? They're like, yeah. And we're like, our taxi's not showing up, and it's getting late. Can we come with? They're like, yeah, sure.
Absolutely. Just jumped in their taxi with them. It was fine. Or their minivan.
I think that was pre-Uber. Like, Uber wasn't a thing. We
We had called a
taxi company.
Yeah. I thought taxis were fun. In Miami, I don't know how it is now, but there was taxis, and it was always, like, just one number. So, like,
2222.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, except for 555, because that was fake. Like, you could just, no matter how drunk you were, you could always call a taxi, because you just got to pick one fucking number and hit it 7 times.
Yeah.
And here they come. That was convenient. That was smart. I liked that. I don't think taxis are a thing anymore. Or if they are, I don't fucking know.
I think they've all been overtaken by Uber.
And Lyft. I like Lyft better because it's got, like, a hot pink sign. So.
The reasoning is there.
My sister swears they're cheaper in Vegas, and I'm sure they are, and, like, that's cool, but I also think it's prettier.
It's funny. Any other Disney other Disney news?
I do. I have a couple of just little things. Hollywood Studios is testing out a single rider line for Rise of the Resistance. So I'm not going to ride Rise of the Resistance because there's, like, drops and stuff. It's a very popular Star Wars ride in their Star Wars land. Every time that I've been over there, the line's been, like, 230 fucking minutes.
Holy
shit. Yeah, and people just waiting it. So I think that that's big news if you're interested in riding that ride. Again, I've heard there's drops, so I'm not. But the single rider line will definitely be a good move. Because even if you're with somebody else, fuck it. You don't got to sit with them. You know what I mean? I'd rather...
We've done it.
Yeah, I'd rather do the single rider line and ride by myself, and then just maybe you'll be with me, maybe you won't, then wait for 230 fucking minute line ride.
Yeah, we did it. We called it the poor man's fast pass.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I would do it. Absolutely. Country Bear Musical Jamboree is set to open July 17th, and the soundtrack will hit streaming services the same day. I have the track list in my screenshots. I saw some cute little videos, like they're doing, like, influencer previews and whatever. Cast members and people are posting it. And they did, like, country versions of, like, some of the, like, Disney songs. So Try Everything from Zootopia, Kiss the Girl from The Little Mermaid, A Whole New World from Aladdin, Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious from Mary Poppins. I'd like to hear that as country. That sounds funny. Fixer Upper from Frozen, Remember Me from Coco, You've Got a Friend in Me from Disney's Toy Story. Isn't that already from the country?
You got a friend in me.
Bare Necessities, perfect. Come Again, an original song that debuted with Country Bear Jamboree in 1974. And then Country Bear Musical Jamboree is a new original song written for the attraction. So
it's animatronic singing songs?
Yeah. But they redid them. They're new. They put new makeup on their bears. I don't know. Honestly, it was never one of my favorite attractions. And, like, Magic Kingdom's not even really my vibe, so...
Is it a ride or a show?
It's a show. Remember, it's in Frontierland. It's always been in there. It's, like, by, like, the arcades. It's, like, in between, like, the Haunted Mansion and, like, Adventureland. So I guess it's probably, like, the beginning of... More like Liberty Square and Adventureland.
Yeah.
It's, like, the Wild West part. The Jungle Cruise is closing for refurbishment August 26th and expected to reopen before the holiday season. The holiday season is going to begin on November 8th. So we'll see what happens with that. Honestly, I like the Jungle Cruise. I think it's fun and it's silly. It hasn't been under refurbishment in like almost 10 years, I think. Maybe longer. So we'll see what actually happens. They didn't really say that they're changing anything, but permits have been taken out from like for... the company that does the underwater. So I don't know if it's like the underwater track, stuff like that. Because like they didn't like close down for a long time for refurbishment. So they have like redone some of the things around. Like they changed. Some of it had been like fairly racist. It was like just like cartoon depictions of other cultures instead of like what they really are. You know what I mean? Like stereotype cartoons.
Oh, yeah.
So like they changed it to like animal stuff and like it's funnier the new way too. I like it, but I don't know what they're going to do. Are they just going to fix some shit? We'll see.
Right.
Big Thunder is expected to close for refurbishing soon, but no dates announced yet. And then also, I cannot find, nobody can find the whole internet, well, the whole Disney internet, as they're kind of speculating when they're going to close Dinoland. Because Dinoland is supposed to be being reimagined. So, like, you have to close it to do that, right? So, like, my cousin said it recently. She's like, we got to do it before they close. Like, when are they going to fucking close? And she's like, I don't know. So then I Googled it. Nobody fucking knows. But D23 is less than a month away. So... hopefully they'll... Yeah. They're expecting major announcements about the expansion to Magic Kingdom, that Beyond Adventureland fucking situation that we've talked about.
Right.
And then Animal Kingdom. So we're hoping to see something about that. Why do I feel like I had something else somewhere else? I don't know. I think I just have celebrity stuff besides that. And like, not a, you know, we'll chat. I'm just going to get my stuff open so I can remember where. Do you want me to start at the bottom? This is a good one.
Yeah.
Okay. This is not celebrity news. This is something that I saw on People. Whoever the fuck, they're all the same. They're all the same except for TMZ because they're the worst.
TMZ's the worst.
TMZ's the worst. But the rest of them, Entertainment Tonight, People, they're all the fucking same to me.
Yeah.
A couple's wedding invite asked guests to choose chicken or fish, but then they served everybody bowls of instant ramen.
I just read that earlier today too.
I don't know why, but I really like it. Maybe because I like ramen.
Why did
Maybe
they
because
do
I think
that?
the wedding industry is out of control, but I really like this.
Why did they do that? Do we know?
No, I didn't, but we can find out. I'll click the fucking link in bio. I don't think so. I think it's a commentary on this fucking... It's probably not, but if it was me...
it's pretty funny.
That's hilarious.
But why did it make people news? Like, why was people talking about that?
Because they had nothing else but Shannon Doherty.
I know. Oh, rest in peace.
Rest in peace,
She was
Brenda.
sick? I didn't know she was sick.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Being girls that were born in the 80s, I'm a big fan of the original 90210. I watched the whole thing 50 fucking times.
Right.
A million times. I'm a big Brenda fan. She's been fighting breast cancer, I feel like, for at least a decade. Like, she had cancer and then she didn't, like... Because that's what my cousin sent it in a group chat, and she was like, what the fuck? And, like, rest in peace, Brenda. I'm about it. I love you. I was a big fan. But, like, she's been sick for a long time.
I didn't know she was sick.
And that's what I think my cousins didn't know either.
What about Richard Simmons? What happened to him? Do we know?
No, I'm still looking at my ramen.
Okay.
Just instant ramen, cubed ham, and some little vegetables here and there in kid-sized chip bags. And that a Reddit user said of the dinner options. Okay, yeah, let's read this. One couple got... So we're, People Magazine, we'll give you credit. We're reading your article. I clicked the fucking link in bio. I'm not autofilling, though. Absolutely fucking not. One couple got a surprise after giving their wedding food preferences ahead of their friend's big day. I felt like I read that wrong, but I didn't. In a recent post on the popular Reddit thread, Wedding Shaming Users Sometime Taken, I love when news articles have people's Reddit handles in it, because sometimes they're like really fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Recalled receiving an invite to the wedding of their partner's childhood best friend. The wedding invite specifically stated formal dress, so we dressed to the gills. Never heard that phrase. The post stated, adding that they were asked on the invitation whether they preferred chicken or fish. Explaining how they both picked chicken, the Reddit user said they were shocked to get neither chicken or fish when they arrived for the ceremony and instead had to help themselves to instant noodles. I'm going to tell you the truth. I would probably prefer. The day of, we met ourselves with a self-serve instant ramen bar, just instant ramen, cubed ham, some little vegetables here and there, and kid-sized chip bags. To top it off, it was also BYOB, the Reddit user added, of also being expected to take their own drinks to the bash. We reserved judgment as our first instinct was that the bride and groom must be down on their luck. They added, turns out, nope, they're both well underway into their careers. The bride-to-be is a professional chef. Isn't that ironic? They own their home, and for their honeymoon, they're jetting off to Cuba. But why is their financial situation our business?
Yeah,
right?
Not at all.
Well,
I mean, the most ironic thing is that
the chef thing's kind of funny. Yeah, I'll give you the chef thing, but like not money wise, just like
I don't care.
Cubed ham and ramen noodle wise.
Honeymooning, that doesn't have anything to do with what they want to serve you at their wedding.
And like my feelings about it being ironic that she's a chef is more to do with like the fucking cubed ham,
right?
Mixed with the ramen than the amount of money you're spending here.
No, that's what I mean. Like, I would just think a chef serving cubed ham is funny to me.
Right. And also, who puts cubed ham in their ramen? Right. I'm a big ramen fan. Cubed ham, I don't know. I don't like ham, so maybe I'm missing out. The person in question said they hadn't eaten dinner that day, thinking they'd get something at the ceremony, claiming they spent the reception starving and had to buy fast food right after to tide us over. I've been to a lot of weddings. I'm not a snob by any means. You kind of sound like one, though.
I beg to differ.
But that wedding is the tackiest one I've ever attended. Here's the thing. I've definitely been at weddings and then had to get fast food after because I don't want your well-done filet mignon or your fucking dry-ass salmon. But, like, that's not something to tell People magazine. Right. That's my own. This is my problem. This isn't, you know what I mean? Like, I had a cousin that had a vegan, dairy-free wedding cake. And, like, that's cool if that's your preferences, right? But I think that, like, the catering people didn't know that, like, this needed to stay refrigerated because of whatever. It was terrible. This was the worst, grossest, scariest thing I've ever had in my life. But, like, that wasn't, like, a cheap thing. That was just a, like, I don't know, a miscommunication between the catering and going too fucking scorched earth on your ingredients. I don't know. The post had people talking in the comment section, questioning whether there's something wrong with the catering, right? So that could happen, too. And the couple had to scramble to find something last minute. The person who shared the original post responded, you would think so, but no, it turns out they held a meal for a separate group of people, but shafted the other guest. It wasn't alerted to the guest or apologized for. What does that mean?
What? Like, some people got chicken and fish, but some people got
ramen?
Instant ramen?
Or is this person just, like, backtracking because they realize they sound stupid? Because that's, how do you possibly have a wedding and you're like, hey, you 10 can have real food, the rest of you throw ramen bars over there. I think that a ramen bar could be fun if there wasn't cubed ham involved.
Yeah, with, like, better toppings.
Right, because, like, you can make, like, real ramen. Like, we went to, like, a ramen restaurant in California once, and it was really fucking good. And I told you, at Flower and Garden this year at Epcot, the Japan had a fucking ramen salad cup. That was my favorite thing in the whole festival. So, like, you can make ramen fun, but not with cubed ham.
I think you can serve anything you want to serve at your wedding.
I think so, too. I saw somebody had a mashed potato bar, and I thought, you know what? That's really fucking cool.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, you can do what you want.
Right. This girl kind of sounds like a bitch, but maybe it's not a girl. Maybe it's a dude.
Is it a girl?
I don't know.
I read it. I was reading it in a guy's voice in my head, but then you were reading it as a girl's.
I was reading it as a girl.
So I don't know.
Maybe. Who knows? Well, I feel like I thought that because of the name. What was the name, though? I don't remember. Wrestling legend Jeff Jarrett, who I don't know who that is, but I like the story, says Taylor Swift babysat his daughters while his wife battled cancer.
That's odd.
Right? Why is Taylor Swift your babysitter?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Period in our family. My wife got sick and she passed away, but Taylor was like a big sister and came over and took the girls baking cookies and just kind of hung out and at the house. And I can't say enough good things about Taylor. She's a friend of the family. Very good.
She's a friend of the family.
To my family during a very, very dark period in our family. My wife.
So that's a good role model.
Right?
Gotta get my digs in where I can. I don't know who this is. Bella Brave, TikTok star, dead at 10. You know more about TikTok than me. I believe I asked and you didn't know her, though, but R.I.P. Said she passed away peacefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's cute, so R.I.P. to her. And then Pauly Shore said that I hope you're at peace and twinkling up in the heavens. You're one of a kind, Richard. So I did not figure out what happened to Richard yet, but I will keep looking. Oh, there's another one I sent. We'll have to click the link in bio.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to him.
I know that he was older, and I know, I feel like I had heard that he had something going on, but
Yeah.
I don't know for sure, because everybody's got something. Man, there's so much Shannon Doherty stuff, it's hard to find, like, anything else.
Right there.
Richard Simmons, the fitness icon, died on July 13th, one day after his 76th birthday. Keep reading for his final messages he wrote to fans. I guess that's what I
One
clicked.
day before his 76th birthday?
After.
Oh, after.
I mean, still. Hollywood has lost a beloved icon. Fitness legend remained out of the spotlight in recent years. Died one day after his birthday, citing 2 law enforcement sources from the news situation. He was found unresponsive Saturday morning at his Hollywood Hills home. After receiving a call around 10 a.m. local time, the outlet reported LA Fire and LADP arrived. Wouldn't it be PD?
I think so.
I was like, am I dyslexic or are you?
LA Department Police.
Yeah. Arrived at the house, Simmons was pronounced dead at the scene. His exact cause of death is pending, so we don't know.
Okay.
But we do know that Pauly Shore is sad about it, and they were kind of fighting because...
Didn't Pauly Shore want to play him?
Yeah, and Pauly Shore was, like, gearing up, and then Richard Simmons was like, no, I don't like you. And Pauly Shore is just trying to be cool about it, so... and then we have Brittany Mahomes is pregnant.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And then everybody was like, click the link for Taylor's reaction. She liked the post.
Yeah, what? So stupid.
I'm sorry, what about Pauly Shore?
Oh, I don't. Where did he go? He was such like an icon, right? Like in his movies in
80s and 90s.
Yeah.
Pauly Shore or Richard Simmons?
No, Pauly Shore.
Pauly Shore.
And all those crazy movies he did, and then he just went away.
Well, he's still been, like, in stuff. You just got to be watching weird stuff to see him.
No.
You know, like, he was doing, like, some weird MTV stuff. I think he had, like, some addiction struggles and, like, went to some rehab stuff. And then he was, like, doing, like, I think he does a lot of, like, stand-up comedy. You know what I mean? So, like, we wouldn't see that because I only go to the improv sometimes. I haven't been in a while.
I would see, he would be a good Richard Simmons, though, to be honest. I wonder why he doesn't like him.
And I remember, like, a couple months ago, that was the bit, like, he was really mad because he was like, what do you mean you don't want me to play you? I'm the only person that can play you. I look like you. I can, like, do, like, your crazy-ass fucking faces and aerobics. Like, what do you mean? And honestly, I like Pauly Shore. I'm a fan. I liked Biodome's one of the best movies ever. Encino Man was fantastic.
What was the one with him on a farm? Son-in-law.
Yeah. Like, these are classic fucking movies. I like Pauly Shore. Alec Baldwin. I know you got thoughts, opinions. Go ahead.
I have opinions. I honestly just, I'm not like a Baldwin fan. I think the family is a little cuckoo.
Off, yeah.
But I don't understand, like, how he was even charged with that because I guess because he was the producer, right? Wasn't he producing the show?
He was.
The movie, and he was the one that held the gun?
Yes.
And fired it? But, like, there was also people on set.
The armorer and this person and that person, right?
It wasn't his job. Like, it's not his job. He trusts the people that handed him the gun. You should be doing your job. That there wasn't a freaking bullet in it. Like, that was an insane thing for him to be involved in. And so I always kind of felt a little weird about, I just always thought it was a little, like, he didn't deserve to be charged for it. Like, what happened was absolutely terrible.
Absolutely terrible. Rest in peace to her.
Yeah, like, shouldn't have happened, but I don't find him at fault for it.
I see where you're coming from. I can see that. And I can agree. I think that part of the charges probably come from, like, as the producer, you're in charge of everything. But, like, you still can't be micromanaging every person's job.
Right. Like,
but,
if he had someone, I mean, it would be one thing if he didn't have an armor on set or something.
But, right. But, like, that is kind of, that's her call or their call.
And she did get charged.
Right. Which that's fair. I think that was fair. That was fair, right?
Like, because that is her entire job.
And, like, what I don't understand about any of this, and maybe, again, you may not know this about us, but we're not Hollywood directors. We don't work on movie sets. So we just hang out here. Why are there real bullets?
Yeah.
Ever? Why do you have real bullets?
That's what
Why is that a thing?
I don't think it is.
Right. Like, where did that come from?
So, like, who put it there? Why did we never find that out? So that's what we should be finding out,
right? Yeah. Like, I mean, again, like you said, not a big Baldwin fan. Like, sometimes he's really funny. But, like, the rest of them, I think, are crazy. I think he's, like, the most normal one out of all of them. But like, is someone trying to get him? Like, right? Like, what was a lie? I don't.
Why
I
do we
don't
not
think
know
that.
who put the fucking bullet there?
And he's
Because it's
also
supposed
been
to be like a rubber or something, right? Or
right.
nothing. Shouldn't it not fire anything?
What do they call him? There's a word for it, right? Like, I want to say bang, but that's not it. There's like a blank, the blanks,
Yeah.
right. But like, he is like pretty famously like anti-gun, anti-this, anti-that. So like, I know he's not walking around with live bullets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's what's weird to me too.
Why
is like,
is it
where
even
did a live
real
bullet
gun?
come
Like,
from?
isn't there like enough fake shit that looks real? That why are we even using a real gun?
Honestly, that's a pretty good point.
Like,
right. Like, you got Nerf guns out here that look real.
Yeah.
Like, I remember, like, even, like, when Tyler was, like, back in the day, even when, like, my brother was little, and my mom would pick us up from the firehouse, right? We'd go to the firehouse.
Yeah.
Were you there for that? Or was that before you?
I went to the firehouse.
Right. So we'd go to the firehouse, and my mom would pick us all up. And then I remember Lester found, like, a gun that was Tyler's, but it looked real, but it was a toy gun, and he was, like, hanging out the window, like, playing with it. And my mom was, like, losing her mind because she was like, the police are going to shoot us at the car without even pulling us over because you are just hanging out the fucking window with a gun that looks real. And she was, like, freaking out about it. Right. So, like, why couldn't you just use that?
Right. So, but what just happened, right? He got acquitted,
right? Oh, he got acquitted.
But not because he was found not guilty, but because something happened.
Because they thought that his lawyer said the prosecution was hiding evidence, and we just read this, and it was like, and it was very much, we read it to ourselves, and now we don't remember. Okay,
that happens.
Yes, it does. Okay, here we go. But this isn't the cocksucker part. This is the other part. Alec Baldwin spoke out after his trial for involuntary manslaughter in connection with cinematographer Helena Hutchins' death was dismissed. It'll tell us. He's breaking his silence. The actor addressed the recent dismissal of his involuntary manslaughter trial. So I guess involuntary manslaughter.
Right. That's why he wasn't charged with manslaughter. It was involuntary, because he's the one that.
Right.
But I just don't think. I don't know. I'm not like a lawyer, obviously. But I just feel like I don't know if he was really at fault, even involuntarily. Like,
right.
He didn't, like.
I feel like the only thing that you can say involuntary, and again, it's a reach, is if you're the producer, you're in charge of everything, but not micromanaging.
Right.
Like, you didn't. I agree with you. I'm just saying I see where you could get the involuntary, because if you're in charge of everything, you got to charge the guy in charge.
Right.
There are too many people who supported me to thank just now. To all of you, and we want to know why. Was dismissed with prejudice. So I saw another one that means that it can't be retried. On July 12th, by a New Mexico judge after his legal team accused the prosecution of hiding evidence. Dismissal came 4 months after the armorer was found guilty. But in the other one, it told us, right? Didn't we just read?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what evidence they were hiding, but
testified that during Baldwin's trial, crime scene technician Marissa Popple testified that former Arizona police officer Troy Tesk, a friend of Gutierrez Reed's father, so that is Hannah. She's the armorer that was actually charged. Veteran Hollywood armorer Thel Reed had given her live rounds after Gutierrez Reed's verdict that he believed were related to the Rust case. Popple testified that she logged the ammunition under a different case number as a supplemental report, but denied claims from Baldwin's legal team that it was done so to bury evidence. Prosecutors also denied.
So she put evidence under a different. Under a different case number, so it was never associated with his case.
So that sounds
fishy.
Yep, that sounds like you deserve to be dismissed. So you know what? Good for him. Isn't he going to be a great uncle or something, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Janet Kramer and Alan Russell get married in intimate Scotland wedding. I don't know who they are, but her name sounded familiar.
Janet Kramer, wasn't she married to somebody else? Or am I thinking of something else?
And someone said, isn't this her fourth marriage or something?
Yeah.
So you must be. It's her second. Was it to you? That's funny.
I feel like she was in the news like with something from her last marriage.
I feel like I don't know who the fuck that is, but it just sounded familiar, so I thought maybe you would know who it was.
Sometimes these people, I don't know who they are.
Now I gotta Google it.
Like the younger people, I don't know who they are.
I saved it thinking
like
you were going to tell me who it was.
There's no celebrity news. It's like because there's shit about people I don't know.
She's an American country singer. You should have known this.
I know, but I do kind of. I just can't remember the story. I'm telling you, something with her last husband she was in the news with him.
She was also in the TV series One Tree Hill. I wouldn't have watched that.
Who was her last husband?
Oh, see, this says she's on her third. So, Michael Gambino was the first. Jonathan Shatch.
Mike Cosson. Something.
I think Mike Causon's the new one. Oh, no. So that would have been 2021, yeah. So she is on her fourth husband. So Mike Causon, let's find out about him. He's 37. He is a former American football tight end. He was signed by the Jacksonville Jaguars as an undrafted
She was
free
in the news
agent.
for something. She is I don't know much about her, though. But now she's remarried. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Fourth time's the charm. Just kidding.
So sincere with your congratulations. All right, moving on.
Kate Middleton was seen.
Kate's alive.
She was alive and well.
We knew
and
that.
she got a standing ovation.
And I like
she
her
didn't
dress.
even realize, like, everyone was standing. Like, she was just, like, walking to her seat, and then, like, you see her kind of realize everyone was standing
Clapping at
and
her.
cheering for her.
She was like, I thought y'all were
And-
watching the game.
Yeah. And she's like, hello.
I think she said y'all, probably not. I like her outfit, though. I like
Yeah.
that purple.
Looks good on her.
Yeah, right?
She's alive and
I
well.
fucking love purple. So
Out with the
pretty.
kiddos.
Did you see the dog that Ryan Reynolds has as his Deadpool dog was the dog that they voted the ugliest dog in the UK?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So.
When does that movie come out? I feel like we've been talking about it forever. I'm asking you a lot of Google questions tonight.
I know. That's okay. I know you're hungover.
But I
New
really
Deadpool
want to see
movie.
that movie. And I feel like we've been hearing about it forever, and it's still not out.
New Deadpool release date. July 26th, 2024.
Okay, soon.
I guess y'all didn't need the year.
Soon.
Yeah.
Like next week. No, 10 days, something like that.
11.
Perfect.
Perfect.
I want to see
Week
it.
and a half.
Do you want to see it?
I do want to see it, but Eric's going to want to go, so I
Why is this guy out of his truck?
What is he doing? This van has got, like, his side van door open. Like, he's, like, in the back of his van looking for something. I wish
In
we
the
could just
middle of
turn it
the
over
street.
real quick, but you wouldn't be able to see anyway. Yeah. See? Traffic is so... And now he's, like, wiping something off his arm.
Maybe he saw a spider.
Yeah, I'm going to take a picture and we can just put it, like, on story so
Well,
you
the
can see
doors
what
are
we're
shut
talking
now.
about.
Now he's taking his
I
shirt
know,
off.
now you
He
can see what kind of
definitely
store we're
had
talking
something
about.
on him. He's taking his shirt off in traffic now. And the second shirt. Both shirts gone. He's trying to find the spider.
Maybe.
And he's back in his truck just in time for the light to turn green.
Just in time. Look
That
at
was
him
great
making it.
timing.
I'm putting those pictures. We'll put them on the stories or something. All right. Back to the messages that I send myself. Do you ever feel like that's so weird, right? Like, are you, like, on, like, your personal Instagram or whatever, and then you, like, send messages to
And
parking
then it
lot
pops
chat,
up.
and then it's like, so-and-so sent you a message,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I'm just sending myself messages,
Yeah.
or I'll, like, comment as myself, and then go back in and respond to the comment, and
Yeah.
it's like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm just talking to myself on the internet. Shannon
Yes, I do do
Doherty,
that.
this was just, she was filed to end divorce battle with her ex one day before she died. Because he was like,
Oh, I read that
yeah,
too.
he was like trying to steal all her money, and she was like,
Yeah.
I don't need to give this man my 90210 money. Fuck
So
him.
one day before she died, she fucked him?
I guess.
Not literally, but
Yeah, figuratively. I want to
Good
know how
for
long
her.
she was sick, because I'm curious, because I feel like I wasn't surprised. Cause of death was breast cancer. I know, but how long? 2015. I knew it had been like a decade.
Yeah.
I knew it. Because I was like, again, like, it was sad. I'm a fan, but, like, I was like, oh, that's sad. She finally got the cancer. And I feel like everyone else around me has been like, can you believe it? And I'm like, she's had cancer for a decade, guys. What do you mean? Again, not like, I mean, I do still feel bad. Rest in peace. I'm a fan. But,
Right.
like, it wasn't
Sudden.
right.
Right.
I thought. And then the drone show, I already said, oh, this was just fun. Just learned that spinster was originally the word for a woman who was so good at weaving that she was financially independent.
Spinster?
So that's, you know, right? People use spinster as like it's like a slur for like women that are too old to get married.
I've never heard
You've
that.
never heard that?
No.
So I guess you don't hang
I'm
out with
not with
older
the
people.
lingo?
Right. No, it's like I don't know, I feel like I read it a lot in books. It's like a term for like, and back in the day, it was like what you would call a woman that was like 25 and unmarried in 1905. It'd be like a spinster.
I never heard that.
Really? It's a very
Yeah.
common turn of phrase.
Is it?
It is. I swear to God.
In the normal world?
I mean, for people to be telling you that it really means girl boss, yeah.
Where was it? It's had to have been on something. Like, was it on, like, that Bridgerton or something that everyone watches?
Oh, I don't know. No, this was just, I saw it on the internet, and I thought
I've
that it
just
was
never
interesting
heard
because I know that
spinster, yeah.
word.
Huh.
I feel like my mom used to eat them. She was always saying some wild shit, though, so who knows. Margot Robbie's pregnant. We're back to last week. You want to talk about your Karen Reed?
I don't really know other than she was acquitted. Well, no, it was a mistrial.
I don't know. I say this 5 days ago, so I guess it's not.
Yeah, well, it was a mistrial because they couldn't agree, but it turns out they couldn't agree on like one charge, and the manslaughter charge and another one, they had found her not guilty. So, her lawyers are trying to say that, like, okay, well, if you decide to retry, you can't retry for these two. You can't retry her for manslaughter because she was found not guilty on it.
Double jeopardy.
Yeah, I don't know how that works, though. Because the whole trial was a mistrial. But I don't know, they're trying it, so I know more than I do. But I don't know how she was found,
I feel like
how there was even a mistrial. Like, how were we not all on the same page that, like, she was framed? It's wild. I don't know. I think that I don't know if they'll try it again because they got ripped apart. Like,
right.
And like their main guy, the main detective or whatever, the proctor guy, he was like the main cop, I think, or detective. He got let go from the police department.
Ah!
Yeah, they moved him. So I don't know where he works now, but like he got let go. So that what I was reading, which I don't know if it's true, like he wouldn't even be able to testify again.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, right.
So I don't know. That whole trial was insane. Like, if you've never looked into the Karen Reed trial, I know we've talked about it on here before, but it was insane the amount of conspiracy and like how she was framed. And I fully believe she was framed.
Oh, yeah. After what you told me, I looked it up a little bit, but like, honestly, it seems like so fucking obvious.
Yeah.
So fucking obvious.
Yeah. Yeah, it's wild. But then I don't know, the guilt, whatever, somebody on the jury couldn't come to the conclusion that she was framed.
Maybe it was a plant.
Just enough reasonable doubt. That's all you need.
Right. Maybe the juror was a plant.
Maybe. Or ex-cop or something, so he's taking cop side, you know?
No matter what, right. You got your thin blue line and all. Right. All right. Well, you want to talk about the last thing?
What was the last thing?
You know.
Oh, Trump?
Yeah. That was my gunshot to the ear sound. I don't know. Gunshot to the ear.
I don't know. I mean, we can acknowledge it. Trump,
right?
An attempted assassination on Trump.
And other people were actually killed?
And someone was actually killed, and he's, like, nowhere in the news. I did see, like, his daughter.
I saw
something. But I just feel like everyone's like, oh, Trump didn't die. Okay, no, he didn't, thankfully, but someone did.
And, like, other people were... So I saw a little bit about the guy that was killed, but, like, today. And, like, just... Like you said, like, the daughter's post was, like, being shared around, like, Facebook or whatever. I got on, like, a little bit before we came. You know, I don't like to get on my regular Facebook sometimes because it just gets too much,
like,
but I just did. But
so much is, like, shared, too. Like, I literally watched a video because I wanted to. Once I realized what was happening, I was like, what the fuck did I just watch? Of, like, that guy's body.
Yes,
being
that should
carried
be on the
off.
internet.
I'm like, why the fuck is this on TikTok?
Ooh, yes. That's not good for his family, for his friends, for anybody, for him. Like, respect your fucking dead.
Yes. Jesus. I'm sorry that I can't remember his name, because that's not very good respect, but...
I have it.
I think it was...
I'll just pull up Facebook. It'll be right on the front of my Facebook.
I don't know. I don't have, like, many... You know, we ain't trying to get political. We got views. Everyone has views. We're not. So I just think that it's wild that it was even attempted, and that it was even able to be attempted. Like, the guy was in plain view.
Right, and, like, I believe you told me before we started this, didn't you say that you saw videos that, like, people, like, were recording him and were like, hey, they're like, why wouldn't you, like, where's your... Like, I get that you're, what the fuck do you call them with the earpieces? Jesus Christ, where are my words? Secret Service. Why aren't they not on top of this? If somebody in the crowd can take a video and, like, Donald Trump is clearly, like, a very, how do you say this? Not controversial, but, like, he's a very big figure. He is someone that people have very strong feelings about one way or the other. So you would think there would be increased security when someone like that, like, not only is he someone that has, and, like, he has a lot of, whatever the hell I just said. There's very strong feelings about him both ways. and like in such a public thing, and it's a presidential election, and like y'all know that like this stuff gets scrambly, like that's not a real word, but you know what I mean, swirly.
Like how is every rooftop not like protected when there's ones that close?
Right, and like
it
wasn't
wild that it was
JFK
even able to happen.
JFK's assassinator was also on a roof or like some high, you know what I mean? You would feel like, right, like wouldn't all the roofs had people on it?
Yeah, like
that's what's like wild to me, like
and shit to be like
drones
watching the rooftops.
If Disneyland Paris can make the biggest Mickey Mouse out of drones, I think y'all would be watching it during a fucking like during any presidential situation. Like, isn't that the whole point of the Secret Service? But especially like you have this public figure that is so
loved and hated.
Right. I'm trying to think of a word that's ambiguous. I don't know. That's not the right word. But right. He draws big emotions out of people.
Yeah.
One way or the other. And even the other way. You know what I mean? Like, we've got stalkers that kill people because they love them. Like, it doesn't have to be someone that hates you that wants to kill you. It could be, like, my point is that this man draws big emotions out of people.
Yes.
You would think there would be, like, heightened security. Especially on any fucking roof that was close enough.
Yes.
Like, it's
and
real
the fact
weird.
That he was
it's
spotted
weird that, like,
is wild to me.
Right. I didn't know that. You just told me that. Like, that's really crazy.
Of a guy being like, you see that guy up on the roof? He's crouching down. He just laid down. And, like, people contacted, like, tried to get help, but, like, drew attention to it, and he still was able. I don't know. It's fucking wild.
That's really wild.
Like it's very sad that a man lost his life. People were injured. I mean, yeah.
Corey Compertor.
Yes.
I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right.
Ex-firefighter chief. He wasn't still, I don't think, but. And he died shielding his wife and kid, which is fucking
so heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And then I just wanted to like find the name of like who there was someone else who was like hurt too. Okay, David Dutch and James Coppenhaver are in stable condition. And those are the other two people that were, I guess, grazed, shot a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, the shooter was young too, which is crazy
20.
to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when I read that he graduated high school in 2021, I was like, what the like he just got, like, what is he doing? I mean, you'll never know because of course they always
20 years old.
Shoot
Jesus.
to kill, you know, there's never like an opportunity to get answers.
Right. Right, and it's like, I get that, like, if someone's actively shooting into a crowd, you want to stop them, but, like, don't you want to know why?
Right.
Don't you want to know who sent them? Like, I wasn't going to bring it up, but here we are. You're semi-caught up on the boys?
Yes.
Okay, so when they were questioning, so Sage and Homelander were questioning people about the leak.
Yes.
And the woman that was like, I don't know, she was a secretary PR or something, and they were questioning her, and they said about Starlight, and she's like, well, Starlight just, and then Homelander immediately was like, bitch, you're dead. And then Sage was like, you don't think the next fucking thing out of her mouth would have been useful?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
And he was like, oh, I guess I am that petty. And it was funny, or whatever, because that's a crazy-ass show, so you can laugh about people getting killed in your shows. But in real life, it's not funny, and right, like, maybe, like, take his trigger arm out, but like find out where the fuck he came from.
Right. And if those others.
Right.
That guy didn't just come up on that on his own.
And like, how'd you get that close with a rifle on your own?
Yeah. How do you even get up there? I don't fucking know. The whole thing's
wild. Wild. I thought security was... I honestly thought that Trump himself would have better security than that.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, besides the fact that, like, you have to know that you elicit big responses and emotions from people, this is a rich man.
Right.
You don't have... sure, security, Secret Service, blah, blah, blah. You don't have your own fucking security? I would if I was him. If I was him, I would absolutely have my own fucking security. Yeah. And I probably wouldn't... you know, like, he's been such a... controversial. The government hates him, but the people love him. Some don't, some do, whatever. Again, we're not trying to get political, but it is a fact that this guy has had a very, let's say, controversial political career, and there are a lot of people in the government that do not like him. If I was him, I wouldn't trust their Secret Service. You know what I mean? I would want my own security.
Shit. Yeah.
Which might have been a good move in this situation, because the Secret Service did not stop this from happening.
The whole thing was kind of weird. Even how long it took him to get him off stage and stuff. Like, I don't know. It was just all
It was very weird.
weird. I mean, thankfully he's okay. I think sad that someone did lose their life there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
R.I.P. Corey.
Because it's fucking terrible. Like, you're just, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, terrible, terrible. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. We have no more shootings at their rallies and whatnot.
Yeah,
And like just in general. Yeah, like let's just like not go around
just
shooting
stop
bitches.
doing that.
Right, let's just stop shooting people.
Guns are for protection, not for harm.
Yeah.
Unnecessary harm.
Or, I don't know, what else do people do? Hog hunting, that's a big thing here.
Yeah, protection and hunting.
Right.
They're not for killing to kill.
Right. Unless it's a hog, I guess. Well, that's what I feel like. That's a big thing here. You should know. Don't you hang out with a bunch of rednecks?
I mean, but the first thing that comes to my mind is not hog hunting.
I don't know. It's the first thing that comes to my mind. Because what else am I doing with a gun?
I don't know. Protection.
Hog hunting.
I'm not hog hunting. I'm not protecting. I'm not carrying a gun either. But
right, that's my thing. It's like I'm not protecting. You know what I mean? Sometimes at night I think someone's breaking into my house, but it turns out there's this tree that's always brushing up against the roof, and I'm like, oh my god, someone's here. And there's this fucking tree.
So you get your hog hunting gun?
No, I don't have a gun. Oh, I have a gun. I'm a felon.
Well, alrighty then.
Well, so I'm not hog hunting either. I don't know why that's what I think of when I think of guns. That's what everybody around here does.
I don't think that's true.
Remember when PETA made
people do.
PETA made a frame and it was like, shoot something, not animals, right? And it was meant to be like pictures. Like that was like the joke they made. But every fucking redneck in this town took a picture of them and a dead hog and used that fucking frame for their Facebook profile picture. It was like 5 years ago and this shit was hilarious.
I don't remember that.
It was like, shoot photos, not animals. And everybody that had a picture of them and a dead hog.
Oh my god.
Used that fucking picture in that frame.
Well, that campaign backfired.
It did. It went terribly.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Now I'm just talking about hog hunting, which is not even something that either one of us do or know about. So on that note,
it's probably time to go.
It's probably time to go. All right, Kim's gotta go take her ibuprofen.
38-year-old Kim cannot drink anymore.
All right,
Destroys me.
Peace out.
K-Town down.
Thanks for being here.